There is nothing complicated about our little arrangement, Mr. Bat. I plan to marry soon. Therefore, I require a wife."
Nick Chastain folded his hands on the gleaming surface of the massive obsidian wood desk.
"You will find one for me."
Hobart Bat, attired in dapper evening wear, perched on the edge of his chair with the nervous air of a small mouse wren. He swallowed visibly and tugged at the collar of his pleated shirt with soft, well-manicured fingers. He blinked rapidly as he met Nick's half-shuttered gaze.
"I'm afraid I don't quite understand, Mr. Chastain," he said.
Nick suppressed a sigh. Intimidation was a useful tool, but it had to be used with surgical precision. Apply too much, and the patient collapsed into babbling hysteria. Use too little, and the response was unsatisfactory. With the intuitive knowledge that he had acquired from years of practice and experience, he knew he was pushing the limit with Hobart. He also knew that if he eased up on the pressure, Bat might regain his nerve and become defiant. Decisions.
"Let me put it in more straightforward terms, Mr. Bat. You lost $10,000 downstairs on my casino tonight." "Yes, sir, I'm aware of that."
Hobart rubbed his palms on his knees.
"I have no idea how it happened. I rarely gamble. I came here with some friends, and they encouraged me to play cards. I seemed to be doing rather well for a while, and then, suddenly, everything went wrong. I tried to recover, but things only got worse."
"I understand." Nick tried to project sympathy and deep concern in his smile. Hobart's eyes widened. He flinched and shrank back in his chair. So much for the smile, Nick thought. He abandoned the effort. He never had been good at sympathy and deep concern. Hobart's expression became one of entreaty.
"I simply don't have that kind of money, Mr. Chastain. I suppose I could sell my house, but I still owe the bank a great deal on the mortgage, and there is no need for such a drastic move. You don't seem to get the picture here, Mr. Bat. I'm offering to make a deal. Find me a suitable wife, and I'll consider the debt repaid." "A wife?"
Hobart stared at him.
"You want me to find you a wife?"
Nick forced himself to keep a tight rein on his patience.
"What's so strange about that? You're a sin-psych counselor at Synergistic Connections, one of the most exclusive marriage agencies in New Seattle. I'm not asking you to do anything that you don't do on a daily basis for your clients. But that's just the point."
Hobart plucked a snowy white handkerchief from his pocket and mopped his damp brow.
"A professional match isn't worth $10,000. It is to me."
Suspicion flickered in Hobart's jumpy gaze.
"Why would you be willing to let me repay you with my professional services? I hear you're very good."
Nick did not mention that he knew that Hobart had matched his friend, Lucas Trent, an off-the-scale illusion talent, with Amaryllis Lark, a full-spectrum prism, a few months earlier. The fact that Trent and Amaryllis had found each other on their own was beside the point, so far as Nick was concerned. Hobart had confirmed the supposedly impossible match independently, which meant that as a sin-psych counselor, he was one of the best. Nick wanted the best.